Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe, and this is another episode of Work as Resources Soviet Republic, the realistic season. Last time, I think we did really good progress and got a lot of things done, and that was great. This time, I let it run without you guys for about a year. We're in March now. All of our underground business is done, which is awesome. It turns out that the 2 gravel quarries that I had were not enough, so these are some extra trucks and 1 extra excavator that's heading there right now to get dropped off and make more gravel. Cool, but the big thing is, I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and foreign workers are just not worth this much time. We have to do something about that. So today, if I'm lucky, if you're lucky, if we're all lucky, we're going to have some actual citizens that will make production and everything else really easy, but we have to concentrate and actually get that done because there are some pitfalls that we can still fall into, and I would like to avoid those because once this number is no longer 0, the time's ticking, because every time you don't do what you're supposed to do, you have a big problem on your hand. So let's see how this goes. I'm actually going to pause because we really don't have any construction going on right now. And if I go underground, everything underground is built and a couple extra ones. And I will summarize really quick what all the extra things are. Oh, I guess I forgot a couple things over here, but honestly, they're not that important right now. Just some water going out there. But yeah, I have a couple things completed here. Looks great, but nothing is running, obviously, because these guys need water. This guy needs chemicals. This guy's not done yet, and that is the first one that I will send our construction officers on. Just get these 3 things done. That will be wonderful. Cool. And go. Yes, so no, what I was looking at last time and what I was planning for a year, actually, it worked relatively well. It went relatively fast, but overall, the foreign workers that we get, and we're just going to follow one of these, are terrible workers because they stay in places for such a short period of time. Look at how fast this minute timer is moving right now. And he's going somewhere, okay? He's going to drive somewhere. They will not stick around anywhere. And it's super annoying. It's just like, they say 8 hours, but the 8 hours are really over in like 4 hours, if that. I know that's not the real number. But you get what I mean. Like this timer is even ticking faster. And that is true for the whole game. The timers are not the same across situations or across people or across work. Like this timer is a variable thing. It runs faster or slower depending on what you're actually trying to do. But once we drop this one off in the fire station, the timer will run down so fast. And I just picked a random one. It doesn't even matter what it is. But the timer will tick down so fast. Do you see that? Do you see the difference? And it's a pain because that means everywhere where we go to get some construction done, people just don't hang around very long, and that's annoying. Everywhere where we go, for example, to get some gravel moving, they just don't hang around very long. Same thing here for cement. And cement and asphalt is really not the important one, but overall, that is the problem that I'm seeing. Cool, we have a couple dump trucks actually waiting here. I wanted them to queue because every time we have a couple workers here, they are producing pretty well, but I need them, we needed more stuff sitting here because every time the 2 dump trucks went back to their gravel quarries, nothing would happen, and that was bad. So, yeah, no. The workforce is just not up to the task at all, and that was a problem. That's what I'm trying to address here. Let's get a couple more gravel roads going because lots of reasons, really. a ton of reasons. This is the power plant. We do not need the power plant at this point. The other thing that I changed, this one filled up over the year. I paid back about $200,000 on the loan that I had to take out also throughout the year. So that is marvelous, as you may say. What else happened? Oh, this guy's currently set up to pick up from this loading station right here because we do have some gravel now. We are producing, we're just not producing fast enough because the foreign workforce is worthless. Kind of. It's really good to get started. It's really good to get started, but once you can, we're in 7 years in now. I should have probably gone for the city on year 3 or 4, maybe 5 is realistic. Either way, I should have had people actually doing something a long time ago. It looks like this one still needs a footpath. I did triple check everything, and this building is indeed able to walk to the important things. We have a 400-meter range. 376 is where they need to go to. Honestly, I don't see a good reason why we can't get this one connected to this side up here. Is this really necessary? Absolutely not. But I feel generous right now, so that's what we're gonna do. Get those two assigned. Gravel really gets done so fast, so I don't have to worry about them, which is great. And how about we get a couple of our large buildings going? Just 4 of these. I think these are 337 citizens building. Allow citizens to move in. Yes. Where's the other button? Get citizens. Oh, there's that button. I don't even see it. Why can I not see it when it's assigned to construction? Oh, it's right here. Okay, got it. Just making sure it's not accidentally assigned. So that's good. That will happen. We get... My guess is 600-700 people will be enough to get the things that we have moving, plus give us an opportunity to get some workers, just using workers for all the construction sites that we have going on in the neighborhood. And that will be good. That will be a pretty good start. The things that I don't have yet are means, and actually this should be fine, are means to get... Where are you? Covered hole. Yes. Is that the big one? This one is 4.5 tons of food. This one is 5 tons of food. And this one is 6.5 tons of food. So this one's the winner. Give me this many. Yes, give me that many. I will start filling in what we want here. I want a lot of food. Food is really the main thing that we care about. I really don't need any crops. I will need some chemicals, so let's keep that up somewhere. I don't need fabrics, not producing that. Alcohol, sure, this can be a relatively low number most of the time. Let's make this 7% right now. I'm doing this all relative for what we're going to do later on. We don't need plastics. We do want some electronics, but not a buttload. There's something missing. Clothing. That looks good. And now 200 tons of this. I think, let's see here. You can go up a little. You can go up a little. That looks good. Food, only 150, 60 tons. That's not that much. Chemicals is good. Electronics. Make this 5%. Makes me feel a little better. Mechanical components, don't care that much, and you are a little higher than what I want you to be, so make you 5%. Why does this matter? It only matters because I don't want to overspend. That's really all I care about. Clothing is good now, food is good, alcohol is not ideal, but it's not my main concern, honestly. Chemicals are fine. Yep. We're gonna start delivering stuff now. What do I have this set up as? I have the customs house doing this and deliver everything that I'm allowing to buy. So we're gonna buy chemicals, clothing, electronics, alcohol, food, and meat. We don't have meat yet. Brings me to another point. Build this. Get that one done and also get this cargo station done while we're at it. That would be wonderful. Good, good, good. We do have fuel here, which is excellent, which means they are not taking up any fuel from the fuel stations, which actually is very helpful. I'm trying to make sure that I have everything assigned that we needed, and I think I do. I don't have any meat truck here, but I think for the meat trucks, I just have a designated line, and that should take care of things. I will add a second distribution office. And I'm going to make it a big one. It doesn't have to be a big one at all, but I feel more connected with the big ones than the little ones. There you go. That's as close as I'm going to get it. Because I would like to also deliver to the city. And you can do it with a small distribution office, but I've never found a real reason to use a small distribution offices. I'm sure there are some. I am sure there are some. And honestly, for electronics and for the little guys, what was it? For electronics and for meat, I'm probably gonna set up a designated truck that just waits here until loaded. And that's fine, because it's a really short distance, so that should work. For food, we could do the same thing. There's no reason to build this. Stop building it. We are really close. We are really close here, and we only have one city right now. We really don't have to set it up. We do want it once we have the prison set up too, and a couple other places. I guess we have this pub. Yeah, I said I don't want to build it. I think now is a good enough time to build it because then we have it and we don't have to worry about it. And that by itself is already worth something. So let's get this back on here and tell my good friends at the construction office to actually build that. Cool. What other things do we need? I don't have any power connections yet, and I've done that on purpose because power connections are the easiest to add on much later, like after you're done with everything. So I want to make sure that we get that one in. I think we will be fine if we connect these 3 substations that are sitting there. Obviously, I like to use the medium voltage wires, and I'm going to point this out again because I usually point it out, but I'm sure there's someone new watching that hasn't heard this before. The maximum voltage on the medium wires, on the biggest medium wires, this one that I'm pointing at, is 2.35 megawatts. Got it? Cool. The substation maximum voltage is 2.5 megawatts, and you're already overloaded with what? What are you overloaded by? I don't even know which ones it counts, but this is 2.5. That is 0.15 megawatts higher. That's not a huge amount, but it should just tell you, the substation tells you one thing, but the wire tells you another thing. So if you just look at this number, you're not going to be happy. If you're only looking at a city, then 150% is not out of the realm of possibilities because power is only used while the building is occupied. So if you have 160 people in a building out of 300 people, then only about half of the building is currently using the power, or so only half of the capacity of everything that it can consume is being used. That is the same for power, water, heat, like any of those things. If they are, well, it's occupation based. So 150% for a city means that the other, like a large percentage of the citizens are probably working on not inside the buildings at that point. So it's not a huge deal. In an industry, it's different because you actually want the industry to run at close to 100%. So there you want to make sure that you're maxing out better and not overloading your substations too much. I'm hoping that adding this substation over here will take care of the power surge problem that we may encounter. But we can't really tell until everything is running, and we'll see how the flickering goes. Okay. We have 4 substation connections that we can use. Right now I have 3 actual power lines that I want to get connected here. So let's do that. For this, I really like the grid because every once in a while it makes it look prettier. So I get... I said every once in a while, and then I did exactly the thing that I don't like it to do, putting the power lines or the power pylons way too close to each other, and that's just ugly. That's probably fine. Get me there. I'm trying to get to this one right now. And I don't want to take up too much of the other real estate. I don't know if that makes sense, but I would like to keep the free spaces relatively free, where appropriate. And I think this is a pretty good area where if I need to add something down the road, I will do it right there. So I don't want to take over that space. I really don't like that it's doing the thing that it's doing right now. So I guess power line goes here. Really close to the road, that's fine. Nope, you can span these really long. You really, really can. I don't like it because when you span them really, really long with a lot of gap in between them, the wires sag down really, really far, and I think that just looks ugly. So I attempt to not do that. It doesn't mean that it always works. This one, I'll just run through the neighborhood. Nobody will mind, I'm sure. And actually, if I could, I would like this to connect to whatever... Oh yeah, that's good. I would like this to connect to this thing, if we can, run this somewhat parallel to each other. What should we do here? I would like you to just run behind the industrial buildings, or the commercial buildings, industrial buildings, call it something. I don't know which one we want to call it. But put one there, and then this one, ideally, now I've made that mistake before. If you don't run them directly from the same direction, you're not going to get a very pretty output. So I'm going to run them from over here. You're going to cross. Yeah, I don't want you to cross. Let's make it a little prettier. Take that one out. Now get this one connected, and you will be the inside run. Do I hate this, or do I want... Oh, this one works, but that one doesn't. There is a small trick that you can deploy here. Employ. Put a little bit of footpath there. Then put your connection in, and now the ugliness of having two really close pylons is not there. Also works with the really big pylons. Just be aware you can save a lot of money that way. I am now staying away from that because we have enough money to not have to worry about that. So, I would like you to get to here. It's doing the same thing that I don't want it to do, but that is okay. If I just put you there, and then... Where is that? Oh, the problem is that I had the pylons running all the way out here, and they're not... Oh, let's see. Can I do it from here? If I go from that side... Oh yeah, the spacing is a lot better on that side. I like it. Yep. That spacing is a lot better. I can actually get behind that. And then there we go. That one is connected. These are all connected. Everyone is happy. Beautiful. Those pylons are actually really fast to construct. So we're just going to allow our guys to do their best and get that one done, I hope. What's our problem? Money is our problem. Cool. How long has that been the problem yet? Probably for a while. What should we do here? And we're just going to do the same thing, move it up to 5%, 5 something. I may take out 500,000 because there's a lot of material that we have to get in right now. Then go in here, how many days are we overdue? It's not telling me, it doesn't really matter. Make this 50,000, pay it back until we're done. Now we have 200,000 in the bank, that's excellent. And life should be happy again. There's a traffic jam, I'm sure that just means this. Which, if this happens, this also happened probably because we are getting a lot of food, which, well, costs a lot of money. And yeah, these guys are set now to only go unload if we're below 40%. So as long as our gravel station stays above 40%, we're not going to have a problem because this guy is instructed to load up pretty much until full. So that should all work grand. Yeah, we don't have fuel, we don't have anything right now because we were running out of money for a little while, but I hope that once this is actually filled up with the things that we care about, we don't have to worry about that anymore, but it's going to take a little while until we're there. All the vehicles are out and buying stuff, so that's that. Cool, so we have some power coming in, we have all the things constructing that we need to be constructing. That is excellent. I think we're at a good stage where once materials come in and once the money comes in, we can actually get some stuff built. So what I'm going to do now is just make sure that you can enjoy this. I don't know if you just saw that, but yeah, the message is telling us this here. This building was on fire, and our fire station right here was actually able to put it out. That's pretty exciting, if you ask me. So, yeehaw. Things are going relatively well. This guy's taking forever, but we're getting close, but this is one of the problems. All the foreign workers that get here take forever to get anything done. 7 people are here. And this timer just runs too fast for us to do anything. So it's just a thing. The first residential building is done. Yeah. None of these wires are done yet, which is a little surprising because we definitely have cranes available. We just don't have, well, we don't have workers available because we're always out of workers, because that's how this works. How are you doing? You are almost full, and you are making significantly less less now than you were before, which is a little sad, but I guess we'll get over that. Let's upgrade a few more roads while we're here, because these don't all have to be upgraded, but I would like them to be upgraded so we're ready for doing something more fancy later. And especially now that we have our own gravel, I don't have to worry about that part too much anymore. Let's get... So, how many meat trucks do I need? I think we're really far away, so we're going to start with 2 meat trucks to deliver meat, and then 1 meat truck to actually... Let me turn my camera back on. Cool. 2 meat trucks to deliver meat, and 1 meat truck to, bring meat to the city. That may work. We could also do it a different way, but the thing here is that this meat storage only has 1 single road connection. Honestly, I can fix that. I can fix that right now because I don't see any other reason for the space that we have available here. So, and yeah, mod will be nice for this, but it's fine. The big one and the little one really don't have a big price difference anymore. And I can't fit the small one in here, so we're just going to use the big cargo station. Put it right here. Now it's connected to just meat, which is fine. How about we give just meat its own little connection here? This is not strictly necessary by any means, so it's fine. Let's see here. I don't like that when you select your road down here that the menu on the right is no longer part of that. That's a little lame, but it's okay. So yeah, now we can, let's see here, assign that one. That looks good. The distribution office I will leave unassigned for now. A couple things are done already. Oh no, everything was delivered. It just needs workers now, which is wonderful. But yeah, we're just going to start delivering stuff to the meat storage, which we can do right now with the 2 trucks that we had assigned. So when they are full, that's a good thing actually. So get meat, wait until full always, so if we don't have money, figure something out, and bring it down here. You have power, so you should not lose a lot of meat. If your meat storage does not have power, meat is rotting at a really slow pace, but it's rotting nonetheless, so be aware of that. maybe that matters to you. It kind of matters to me. I don't think it, well, kind of. I never really made that a priority, but it's probably good to know. Let's get those 2 buses out of here. This is the last bus. That will be the delivery bus to the store. Once the store is done, we will turn on everything else. Obviously, we don't need that right now, but eventually we will. These guys aren't being nice and lazy. The only ones that are driving are the flat, the open halts. And currently, we are completely out of prefab panels, plus, that's it. Because all of these buildings require a lot of prefab panels, so that probably tells me that I can increase this to a little bigger, because we generally will need more prefab panels than steel. And once we are in a downturn again, where we don't construct a lot because I need to pay some money back, this should be quite nice. 62,000, 28,000. Okay, it's not... We're not doing terrible. We're not doing terrible on money. We actually have it, but I'm not sure that I could say I would do it exactly the same way again if we get to that situation. So, shopping center. I would like you done because you have everything that you need. Do you have everything you need? You have everything you need. Do you have everything you need? You need just one more truck of prefab panels. This one just needs 1 more truck. This one just needs 1 more truck. Wow. I'm actually surprised that all of these are done as far as they are done. So that's pretty cool. This guy looks like it doesn't have a footpath connection yet. We can get at least taken care of that because gravel is very easy, very quick to do. So it shouldn't really cause any trouble. Once all of this is done, plus the power is on, what else do we need? We do not need a police station yet. You don't need a police station with a really low number of citizens. So that is out. I would like a hospital. A hospital would be good. but I'm not there yet. I would also like to turn on coal imports, and we can use the dump trucks that we have sitting over here for that. I want you to load whatever you load there. That looks good. And bring something over here. Make it 80% full. I guess 80% is 100 tons? No, 80 tons. 80. That's not going to work. 50% is probably the right number because then it should still send trucks out. If they're not full in the winter, we will have a problem. So just be aware of that. Send you out here. Do the same thing. Actually set you to 60. And then life should be good. This one just needs to be full. It doesn't need anything else. You don't have power right now. Of course not, because at some point I want the coal power plant to actually run this thing, but not yet. Yes, we have no electrical connection at this point. We have a couple options. We could hijack the connection that is right here and put a quick little split in there, which should work, but we don't have a large high power connection going through here. So that's not good. This one is probably much more suitable because right now all it does is give us some cement, some asphalt, and produces a little bit of gravel, not a lot. So putting a connection here may actually be a lot smarter. So let's do that. Medium voltage switch, yes. I would like you to effectively run like this, and this is just cosmetic. There's no real other reason for this. Put that one there, give me a road connection, there you go. And then build this. We can splice right in the middle of this really easy, so once this one is done, we should be good to go. I probably don't have to put a high priority on it because if this one has to be completed before the whole city is ready, and the whole city is not ready until this one is completed, so it doesn't matter which one I do first, this one just has to get done. So power is secondary for the time being. I would like to connect to as many buildings as possible, and it looks like right here is the place for that. Yep, straight road connection, very good. And now I just need to find just give me a large medium voltage. I understand that this one has the same problem. I don't have the medium voltage connection that I wanted, but that's okay. Get you, I can't get you over here. Probably can get you from there to here. Cool. And then there to there. Cool. Let's make this look a little prettier. I don't know why, but every once in a while I feel like I have to make things look pretty. There and there. Cool. Beautiful. Perfect. That will do exactly what I needed to do. Assign construction offices to all of this. Nose is itchy as usual. All of this, and then we should be in a pretty good state. We still make some money. That's great. Our gravel is getting completed here. That's great. I'm really kind of doing that so I can turn this little piece of nonsense into a gravel road, so they don't have to slow down there as much as they have been. So that should be fine. Yep, second building is done. Cool. So 337. This one done, this one done. That is, let's call it 600 people. 1,000 people with this one, the third one. 1,200 plus this one. That gives us like 1,500, 1,600. Yeah, 1,600 is more than enough to get this city booming. And potentially, I don't even have more money to really do anything else with that. So there's that too. What are you guys working on? Couple roads, couple wires, couple other things. Yeah. I'm gonna let this build and hope it's not winter by the time they get done. Our shopping center is ready, which means I can start bringing stuff to them. Right now we have a little bit of meat here. I would really like this to be done yet, but we don't have that luxury at this point. So how about you become our guy for right now? You will fill up at this station. Wait until full. Sounds good. Go here. Wait until unloaded. Great. Go. How are we doing there? Good. There is a danger, of course, of eventually running out of fuel in this area, and then it's a really long way to get out there. So I should include a fuel station somewhere here that is not completely in the way. I think this one is not a bad place for it. The only problem is we don't have continuous power. Well, we have power here. We may be able to put some continuous power on this side and maybe even use a side road as a connection. Let's see. Let's see. Give me this guy, give me a fuel station, just the regular... Oh, no, we would be just fine. Putting this one here does not bother me too much, so yeah. Sure. Putting it a little bit out of the way. Should I just make it a one-way? Yes. Yes, I like one-ways better. And one way is in vanilla now, so I like that. We are driving on the right side of the road, which means if they come out here, they go back into to the right side that way, or if they go this way. I don't think it makes a real difference, but this one I can get closer to the road, which I don't actually want. I am really bad at predicting or thinking about what direction most of the trucks and cars will actually come from, so I'm just going to put you right here and say this is good enough. Get me some more gravel road right here. May as well just get the whole thing done and call that golden. Cool. They're done, they're done, they're done. Some road is getting done here too. Is this one? This is effectively done. Very nice. Oh, I didn't mean to go all the way over here, but that's all right now. I think, speaking of road, these guys can also get completed. I did start talking about earlier if I wanted to get something else built, and yeah, I think a hospital is part of all that. We shouldn't have big health issues, but that doesn't mean a hospital is not going to be needed, so I'd rather have this one get started. Walking wise, that one is in range. That is okay. I have a feeling that there is a potential... Okay, I can't get you connected there. That's fair enough. There's a potential of actually getting a hospital connection here. I'm not going to make any set up anything funky with the bus station until I know that that is not the case. Funky in this case just means if I can get a hospital connection from right here to here, I don't have to worry about sending workers and passengers to the train station. But if that is not the case, I will have to do exactly that. So let's see. I guess I could try this with the measuring device, but I'm not sure that that is completely necessary right now. Cool. Now I am missing chemicals. Okay, give me this guy. I don't know if I can afford this. Taking one of the buses out of there, or one of the trucks out of here, but I will try anyways. Give me that guy, send you to the road cargo station, load chemicals, wait until full, bring it to here, unload, wait until unloaded, and then you should be a-okay. Oh, another problem. There's no way to get workers here right now, so what I just built here needs to be adjusted. I'm glad that only took away a little bit of road. This needs to be adjusted to not bring people right here. Perfect. Well, this might just mean I have to put a bus in here, which is not the end of the world, because water is not a one of those resources that just runs out right away when you don't have anyone working there. I would just prefer if this one was always staffed, but I can't always staff it unless I build one of these two towers as well, which require a lot more prefab panels, and right now they're already fighting me on not wanting to build stuff, which is great. Cool. So that one's done, that one's done. Now the large shopping center is finally complete, which is awesome. I need more vehicles. We have 88,000 in the bank, which should be fine. The first one, obviously, is a covered hold. This one is for food. Got it. Then I need a covered hold. Doesn't have to be that big. 2 tons of electronics would be great. 2.5 tons. Okay, 3.5 tons. 2.5 tons you cost. What is your... Are you really slow? That's not helpful. You're 62. You're 2.5 tons. The problem here is that the engine power is the same and the weight is different, which means this one is a lot more effective at everything that I want to do. This one may be a good option. 1.8 tons, 92 kilowatts versus 31 kilowatts. Okay, fine, I want to use it. We do that one, and then one more for clothing, and then we should be able to get started. Let's get you assigned. You are my food truck, so that's what we're going to tell you to do. Go here, wait until loaded, important, and then go here, wait until unloaded. Now, a lot of these things may cause trouble really, really fast. I hope the other vehicles just went to refuel. A lot of the things that I just did may cause trouble because we only have a single loading and unloading location. Now, we are using distribution offices, which makes things a little more possible, but it's really easy to eventually run out of something, and then nobody can drop off here because there are 4 vehicles standing there waiting to get loaded, and there's nothing to get loaded to. So I may either have to change the distribution office to unload into the warehouse directly, which is not a terrible option, honestly, or unload into the cargo station. Both of them are options. I just need to keep my eyes open. Honestly, I think that's a better option. I want you to get clothing, bring that here, unload, go. Cool. That looks great. Let's get this construction completed. That'd be nice. I don't know why all of this takes so long. I swear, last time I played this, nothing took this long. Is there anyone on board here? Nope. Nobody on board. There is, what, 20, 28, 32 people coming in. They will get picked up pretty much right away. And it's 14 and 13. That is not... Oh, the helicopters do not come full. You're empty completely. You're almost... Oh, this is unexpected. That's why things are slowing down. You have to pause briefly, please. Go here. It's not a depot or a workplace is full. None of that is true. But that is the problem. If we only get really 28... Yeah. This is why it's not working, because these guys are not able to pick up all the workers that I want them to pick up. That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. It saves me a little bit of money, but it costs me a lot of workers, and that's why nothing is completed, and that is annoying. And all that is happening because I had a zero... I think it's because I had $0 sitting there. No, because I had no fuel, and no fuel meant that all of them got bunched up here, and that is the problem. Oh, it just said I don't have a parking spot. That's not true. This one is definitely a heliport parking spot where you should be able to partake in, but I don't think it wants to. So I guess that's the way it is. So yeah, no, we currently have a large person shortage, and there's nothing I can do about that because that's what I'm trying to solve right now anyways. What are you guys doing? Everyone is picking up stuff. For what? Where are you going? Why is this so loaded? The hospital. Oh, I did say I wanted the hospital done. So let's get the hospital done. That'd be great. Can I complete all of this? Thank you. It will be pretty easy to turn on one of these 2 residential buildings for getting more workers out to the water plant. Oh, that's actually not a bad footpath connection I can throw in here because it's really close to all the other footpaths. That's nice. Yeah, it's not going to be hard to turn that on, but for the beginning I will probably just rely on buses only to get out here. Now, do you have a connection to... You do have a connection to the railroad station, so yeah, that's... Honestly, this is not going to be a problem because I can just tell them... I don't want to tell them. No, I'm just going to tell people, if you're here, you can go here to work. I don't like either of those options too much, because if I have people going here, they generally should find work in all these places, but I also need to pick up via bus from here. If I cannot do that, then that's bad. That's bad. That's all that means. What is the air connection from here to there? By air, I mean just like short distance. To there, to there, to there. Okay, I think I found the answer that I needed, surprisingly. Just a direct connection from there to there. Could this be a lot prettier? Yes, but this should work, because If that is the only one that I need to add, like weirdly, and everything else can be connected, like without, I would like to avoid having to assign where citizens and workers have to go. That would help a lot. We're out of money again. That would help a lot. 500,000 again, we pay back 45,000, which means we would get 45,000 if I do this. All right, I need a little more money, so let's do this. We are not sure, or currently owing a lot of money, which is, or we haven't missed a payment, is what I'm saying. That should be good. We have 136,000. That's not the map that told me. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's late. It's fine. More gravel roads are getting done as we speak, which is great. You guys are all looking fine. Yeah, no, we just need a little bit more workers, and then we can actually get more things done. I'm guessing we have a similar problem. Let's see, what are you doing? What are you doing? 9 workers. They're just wasting fuel. Seriously, I would like to... I can't even sell you. You can't go to a depot. Oh no, I can't sell you. Yeah, get rid of you. If you're always empty, I don't want you. I'd rather just buy another one and space it out that way. I don't like it. I don't like that that's a problem at all. But it is a problem, and it's caused by problems that I caused, so it's my fault anyway, so whatever. Sure. That's a connection that I wanted. That's fine. Give me this one, assign this to something, and then be happy. Cool. What else do we need? How's this going? Oh, I haven't changed this one yet. This has to be about 80% or a lot more than the rest. This one is fine. This one is fine. A little more clothing. A little more clothing, and then the rest can be food. That looks good. We have a lot of meat. That's also good. We have no power yet because it takes forever. This one should be able to tell me in just a second if... Could you please go here automatically without going back home? That'd be awesome. But no, you can't. I like that train. This one should be able to tell me in a second if I can get people out to the water treatment plant. I can. I already can. Perfect. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. Which means if I can get people out here, I can also get them out to the hospital. So yeah, this can be my hub. I don't even want people to walk here and wait here. So we're just going to turn that off, and that's perfect. Yeah, if I can hub everything from right here, we are in business. What do we really need right now? We need the power to be established. Once the power is in, we can start inviting some people. We could get 600 people right now. So that is telling me the power lines are getting priority. Let's see what we have going on here. Hospital, I'm not too worried about, but voltage wire, yes. This one, this one, this one. I hope that means the next workers that come through are going to go straight to the voltage wires, because they do have all the materials that we need. Wiring installation should just require a crane. There's no crane sitting here. Ah, that's unfortunate. Where are the cranes? I'm assuming there's a lot of cranes here. Yeah, we're not going to get done. I'm going to let this group of workers disappear, and then we're just going to suspend construction on here. Cool. That means now the cranes are available in home. Where are you going? Wire construction. Yes! That totally worked. I wasn't sure that would, but I'm happy that it does. This still has to get done. Let's get you higher priority. Let's give you higher priority. Yeah, because we're getting close to winter now. We cannot turn on the city in the winter. I think that is just asking for trouble. Look how fast this is going. Yeah, once you tell them to actually do this, and they're getting some people out there, it goes really fast, but it's not an automatic thing. You are useless right now because you have no footpath connection to anyone that would want to go to you. Building on the way. Cool. Building on the way. Really cool. Should we... Here's fine. Get you assigned, and that looks awesome. Okay, now we have some power coming through. That's great, which means this one actually has some power available. You are at 69%. Cool. You're on 44%. That's not great. I think that just translates to I need to add another power substation right there. You are now at 180%. That's also not helping, but there's not really a lot of power being pulled from you, so It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. What is this traffic jam? Oh, yeah, just parked here, that's fine. This one will never get done, apparently. That's also okay. But yeah, now we have power for all the things, which is good. So they should be relatively happy. Price level, this is for tourism only. So I don't really... Like, your citizens don't have money. I always see the questions, how do you give your citizens money? And the answer is you don't. Also, I can't start anything without getting school and kindergarten set up. And it appears that I don't have any kindergartens, do I? Wouldn't surprise me at all. This is kind of how I play. Kindergartens are always the last thing I do, but I'm glad that I saw it before I went too far. So if I put one here, that should cover all the essential buildings, and for the kindergarten you do not need a road connection, so this should be fine. Honestly, this should be fine, both of these. Yep, we need to build the school, we need to build the kindergarten, and once those two are done, we should be able to get started. Now the university is sitting here. That is something you don't want to wait on too long, but you do have some extra time. You don't have to jump on it right away, and I do have to build an overpass here so people can actually get to university without crossing the train. But yes, we do need those buildings. I do need the hospital done, and then we're ready to go. Honestly, this does not feel like it's going to get done before the winter, because we have 30 more days before winter, and that's just not going to happen. I don't see it happening anyways. I like to see, I like seeing that our gravel is actually being used that we're producing here, so yeehaw. Yeah. Everything is doing relatively well. How's it going over here? Yes, you are done. Cool. I would like... How much power do you pull? You pull 1.6 megawatts. Okay, how much power do you pull? You pull 0.4. And you pull 0.3, and you pull 0.25, so 4, 3, 2, 5. Call that 1 megawatt. At the 1 megawatts that we have here, we need 2 megawatts to go out this way. Yeah, we don't have that. So here's what we're gonna do, because I think I'm using this wire, 1.5. It's not really far off, but it's far off enough where I don't wanna take that risk. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna connect this one on this side, and that should be fine. And this one, I'm actually going to tear down, like so, and connect with the bigger wire. Let's give me these, give me that. Run next to the road because it looks nice, and then connect right into there. Now those two need to be connected. Obviously you have to assign them to the construction crews. This one is the one I really care about getting done right away, and the other one probably soon after. Obviously we don't have power out here right now, which means they can't do a lot, but they still can do a couple things. But yeah, we're not going to get a lot of cement at the current time, but that should be okay. Everything is assigned, and I should be able to get them out there. This actually makes me happy. We have a lot of material already stored. That is good. I bet we still don't have a lot of workers. I also don't know... I know the Saraf told me this before, that foreign workers is... You get more foreign workers than what I'm seeing right now, but obviously I am not getting more foreign workers than what I'm seeing right now because... obvious reasons. Okay, let's get this one worked on. Yep, upgrade you. Give me this. It's a good time to do it. Oh, but it's too short for... That's unfortunate. It can only use actual workers, and we're not going to get them for a while. That's fine. Maybe make this a priority too. Cool. Construction office, how are you doing in general? Not terrible. I've seen a lot more and a lot worse, and looks like the kindergarten is ready to get worked on. That one should be higher priority. Same with the school, you should be higher priority. And yeah, once we have those done, plus the hospital, plus the power, plus heat, we are ready to go. So turn this one on. Yeah, and now I'm just gonna wait. Now I'm just gonna wait, and by the time I come back, I'm sure it will be February 21st. because that's when I assume we will be done with this piece, which is not terrible. Did I promise you too much? It is February 23rd. It's the day after I thought it would be. But kindergarten and school is done. Cool. What's still missing? Not much, really. We need workers here. That makes me think of one quick solution for right now, because this is going to be ridiculous if I don't fix that. This small water well does not require workers. You're closer to the city than I would like you to be, but all I care about really... Let's see, is there a better location on this side? That one doesn't have power yet. This one has power, this one has power. It will get power from right here. We can turn you around, and that should make it fine. I would like you to not get too close to the city, because water production, all that stuff, but this should be quite alright. Let's put you there. Get you out here. Give me some water connection. I don't think it needs a big one, but it's all I have available right now. Sadly, it has to cross there. But this is just a temporary solution because I don't have workers yet, and I don't want to waste my workers on water production when I can't have free water production. So that's what this is. That's that underground connection right here. We do have some money. How are construction clubs going? We just have a small water well and unfinished plumbing. Those are the two things we just added. I am actually really surprised and impressed that we got everything done in this area. Well, you. I stopped constructing you, didn't I? That's okay. Now you can come back. Do that thing, do that thing. I would expect that we have a few workers at least waiting here. That's nice, because that means everything should be a lot faster. But, here's the big but. It also means I cannot invite citizens right now. Episode has gone on long enough, and we've gone as far as we could. Really. To set up citizens, I want to concentrate a little bit, so that will be the last thing. But this will turn on, and that I think completes... Here are a couple things that I can still do that may help you. First, get a couple ambulances, and they're all the same at this point, so get the cheap ones. 1, 2, 3. Should be fine. Then set your workforce to something that actually makes sense. 15 and 15 is probably still high. 10 and 10 should be fine. It should be enough for about 1,000. On the school side, I don't like taking the number of teachers down, so we want to leave that, but I keep the government loyalty to 30%, which, as long as you have a star monument, should not be a problem. Workers in the indoor pool. Definitely don't need all of them, so we're going to turn this to 10. Cinema, 5. We'll just take a couple out. This one can serve a lot of people, a lot of times. Very helpful. 45 people in the shopping center, definitely not, but 20 is probably fine. This is one where you actually want to make sure that you always have enough workers. So that looks good. Kindergarten, yep, 10. We're probably not going to have enough kindergarten teachers all the time, but that is quite all right. All the buildings are done. I believe that you are probably hooked up to what you need. You're hooked up. I like that the percentages tell me that I have more capacity. That is very, very good. I would like to see if the substations tell me anything, but no, they will just tell me what the max consumption is a day, but they won't tell me beforehand what I actually need. So I hope I did the right math back in the day, and this is all perfect now. But yeah, this is what we're going to watch for the end. F3, see what's underneath here. You need some concrete, and you need some everything else. Yeah, that's just going to take a minute. That's fine. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all heading here right now. Oh, you got concrete from the border? That's silly. Oh, do we have concrete here yet? We should have concrete hooked up again. Do you have power? You have voltage. That means you are running. Do you have power? Yes, you have voltage, which means you are running. How's this going? That looks fine. Yeah, we're just going to let them complete, and this one is effectively complete right now. That should give me more than enough passenger capacity, or citizen capacity. Passenger, it's not what it's called. Citizen capacity to get everything done. You don't have fuel yet. That is unfortunate. How about we change that? That sounds great. You see why I said I don't want to just turn on the city at the end of an episode, because I will forget stuff, and once I forget stuff, people are dying, and people are dying is just very expensive, and I don't want to deal with that. But We are ready. I would like it to be a little warmer potentially. We are at 19 degrees Celsius. That's not bad, but 20 degrees is what they really want. Otherwise they complain, well, temperature in building is too low. So it's better if you get people in when it's a little warmer, or you get your heating plant moving, which I guess I could just send a couple of the workers from the bus stop over there and they will take care of it. But as you can see, we don't have workers available, so that is a moot point regardless. But this all looks good. They should get this up relatively quickly. I don't think they need anything I don't have. I'll be surprised by now if there's something that they don't have. But yeah, this one should be spewing out some water very, very soon. And that will be the end. Thank you very much for watching. Always appreciate it. If you like this kind of stuff, like, subscribe. There will be more. Next time we come back, we will invite citizens and we will put them to work, and we will hopefully make a lot of money to pay back all our loans and then start slowly finishing up the city, expanding our exports, and then I have to think about the next industry. I have a couple ideas, but I'm not going to share them now because I will probably change my mind, because that's what I usually do, and then we have to go from there. Anyways, it's probably a good transition here because that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad, I'm happy with how all of this is turning out. We're in 1968. Could we have done this faster? Absolutely. There are ways to make this faster. Now I have a better idea of how good foreign workers are and what their strengths are, and I will try to summarize that next episode. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.